Alright guys, I'm so sorry I might not be able to show my face today, but don't worry, I'll try to make it as explanatory as possible. So let's get right into it. So what are we doing today? We're going to be learning the new project, how to use the tools inside the new project. So first of all, enter new project, and then I would like you to choose just any clip. Right now, I'm just trying to explain to you guys. I'm not really editing a particular project, so I'll just choose any clip right here. So I'll go down and pick some of these clips. All right, so let's say I pick this one right here. Okay, as my last one, let's say I pick this one. I can just click on it and then I'll click add, and probably one or two other extras. Okay, so we just picked 4 clips, and then we'll click add, and this is the first thing you will see when you enter the new project. And the very first thing to do when you enter the new project, as I showed you guys before, is to choose the aspect ratio. So just choose the aspect ratio. Let's say you want to post for TikTok or for YouTube, as I've explained in the last video. After that, you would click on the clip. So once you click on the clip, this is the very first thing you're going to see. You're going to see some series of effects or tools pop up. The very first thing I want to teach you guys is right down here. It's called the split. So it's this. What this does, it splits your clip. Let's say you don't want a particular clip, you can just click on it, click on the clip, and then click on split right here, and then to split it for you. And if we want to go back, let's say you can just delete that. Let's say we want to go back, you can just click on undo right here beside at the right hand side, right lower side of the screen. You can just click on undo and it will take you right back. So let's say you don't want a particular clip, you can just click on split and then delete. The next thing is going to be speed right here. Speed. Now you have different effects on speed. You have the normal one. You can just click on normal right here and then increase it all the way down, and look at the speed will increase. Okay, I think that is basically self-explanatory, and you can click on slow and it will slowly go down in speed. I think this is also very, very self-explanatory. The next thing on speed is going to be the curve. Now, what is this curve all about? This curve helps to increase the speed of your video. Your video could be low at first, then higher, then lower again. It's just increase the speed range of your video. Let me show you guys what I'm trying to talk about right here, so you guys can see very well. Okay, can you see that? So in the beginning it was slow, then it was fast, then it was slow again. Then okay, so let me pick another one for you so you guys can see the difference. Can you see that? Okay. So what I just clicked on was customize curve. Now, if you don't want the curve, the already given templates that CapCut has given you guys, maybe the ones that I just did right now, and you want to curve, you want to customize your curve by yourself, you can just come right here. Most of my videos are customized by me. I don't use the one CapCut gives. So let's say I want to do something right here. I can just click on this, delete this. Let's say I want to make the beginning of my video fast, the middle slow, and the ending fast. I can just click on this, take this a little bit up right here, and then let's say the difference. Okay, I think that's a little bit okay. Let's check it again. Right, okay, I can just go back on this. So that's what curve is all about. So the next one after speed is animation. So you click on animation. Animation is a little bit different from transition, because animation applies to the particular video you're choosing. So let's say we are choosing this video and want an opening, or you understand, on the video. You can just click on animation. Let's click on, let's say, one of this black fade, and it will just slowly have this black fade nice opening. Most of this, like this one I just used, most of these are pro, so I wouldn't advise you to start with them. Most of these animations are pro, so I wouldn't advise you to start with them. Just start with something basic. I tell people all the time, most of the time, basic is professional. Once you're using too much animations or too much transitions, it will look unprofessional. So basic is very, very professional. The next thing after animation is effects. Now, this effects also, most of them are also pro. on CapCut, to make your life difficult, obviously. And that is why sometimes I recommend VN app. Do you understand? And there are a lot of effects on CapCut. I can't really teach you guys about everything, but you can just use the simple ones that are free. Do you understand? You can use the simple ones that are free. Then when it's time for me to teach you guys the pro version, or when it's time for me to show you guys some particular edits I made, then obviously I can just show you guys some important effects that you can use in your day-to-day edits. So the next one is body effects. There's video effects, and this one is body effects. The last one applies to your video, but this one applies if there is a body in the video. Do you understand? For this one, there's no body in the video, so I don't think it will really show. And the other one I just picked, which is style, it's for pictures most of the time. It will give your picture this kind of animation. It's very, very cool. So these are just things that you should just try out by yourself. Actually, just play around with it and see which one suits your edit the best. So I'm sorry about that. I would like to go back here. Okay. So the next one I'll be going into after effects is delete. You can just delete and take it back. I think that one is basic, that one is self-explanatory. So after delete, we'll go to enhance voice. This is going to enhance the sound in your video. You understand? This is going to enhance the sound in your video. Although I think this is pro. It should be pro on most these things. This is pro, but it's also a lovely effects to use on your videos, because if you have a bad sounding or you have a bad sound on your video, this is probably just going to help you enhance them. So the next one is eye contact. Now, eye contact is a way of tracking. Let's say there's a body. It won't be obvious here. You understand? But let's say there's a body in the video, and you want the camera to track. For example, let me show you guys something right here. Let me take you guys to camera tracking so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, here's camera tracking. Okay. So let's say I want to track a particular object in my video. Although most of the videos I have here, it won't really work because there is no kind of it's most of the time it is used for objects or moving objects or body, and also your video can't leave the frame if you want to use this effect. So let me just show you guys what I'm talking about. It won't really work here. Because my camera was all over the place. But I'll try and show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's say I want to track this guy. Now, if you can notice, it is bringing the frame. It is taking the camera out of the frame. Do you understand? Like it is taking the whole thing out of the frame. So it is not really something I want to do right now. So I think that is something I would explain or make a special video for. So the next thing I would like to explain is all right. So the next thing I would like to explain is transform. Now, transform basically is just a way of cropping out your videos. Do you understand? It's just a way of cropping out your videos. You have mirror, you have rotate, you have resize. Mirror simply means switching the position of where the frame is onto the next position. So let me just show you something like this. So you guys can just see right here. So I think it's self-explanatory. You guys can just see what I'm doing. Okay, so let's say I'm trying to change the position. As you can see, it's changing when I click on mirror. So if something is in the left-hand side, it will go to the right-hand side. Okay, let me use this. All this won't really work because this is not the perfect type of example to use, perfect type of clip to use. But still, I think it's a little bit self-explanatory. If you have any question, you can ask me in the live session. Okay. All right, can you see that? Okay, so yeah, right here. Okay, I think it's self-explanatory. It's not really something. It's something that comes useful sometimes. So the next thing is going to be, and then the other one, which is resize. Resize will just help you crop out your videos. It's like it will help you crop out your videos by yourself. So the next one I want to say is auto frames. Auto reframe is like is a way of is another name for aspect ratio, but for the clip inside your projects. So the normal aspect ratio will change the aspect ratio of all your clips, but this one will change the aspect ratio for only the clip you want. So as you can see, let's say I want for TikTok right here, I can just click on that and it will automatically do the magic itself. So the next one after this one is adjust. Well, adjust to is also pretty much interesting because let's say we're trying to change the color, we're trying to change some things we don't like, we can just click right here. And let's say we're trying to change the brightness, play with it a little bit, the contrast. Literally, I'm just trying to like color grade it, literally, but not really color grading. It's just making some few adjustments to it, sharpen it up a little bit. And then HSL. So this is a very, very awesome effect that people don't know about. So HSL is a way of isolating colors. So let's say I'm trying to isolate a particular color. Let me show you guys what I'm trying to talk about right here. So let me say I'm trying to isolate a particular color from a video. So, okay, watch. Can you see that? Can you see the way I isolated that blue? I removed that blue, sorry. And okay, let's say I'm trying to change the color of the blue. Can you see that? Right there. It's a very, very awesome effect that I really like to use in most of my videos. That's why I also say don't believe everything you see online. Most of my videos, I change the color. Do you understand? So it's something you can just play with a lot. A lot of people don't know this. You won't be taught this in any editing class, I doubt, because they didn't teach me that much. It's something you can just play all around about, and it's a cool effect, to be honest. And the next thing is graph. Graph is just changing the atmosphere color of your video. So you can just also play with this a little bit right here. I don't know. Can you guys see what I'm doing? So if you can see what I'm doing, then I think it should be self-explanatory. I'm just playing with it and seeing which one would give me the best quality I want. So most of these things, I can't teach you everything. You guys would have to like find it on your own. Just to find the perfect, play with it, try different things on your own. So the next thing after that, which is right here, video quality, it's also a pro version. I think it should be a pro version. These are just ways of, let's say you need to stabilize your video, you need to reduce the noise of your video. Okay, let's say I'm trying to stabilize my video. It's like just help me stabilize my video a little bit. As you can see, my video is a little bit stable. So the next thing I will try to show you guys is the filter effects right here. You can just click on filter right here. And then it's right next to adjust. And you can just pick any filter you want. Although most of everything I use are free, if not everything. But most of the things you guys be using, some of them might be pro. And that is why I recommend the VN app for you guys to try out different filters. But for now, you're using basic. You're doing learning basic editing, so you don't really need too much filters. You can just use adjust to change your, to enhance the filter of your video. Do you understand? So the next thing I want to talk about is Relight. Relight is a way of changing the lighting in your video to the particular color that you want. So it's a way of changing the color in your. If you have a light in your video and you want to change the color, this is a particular way of doing it. So let's click on Relight right here. Okay, we'll click on Relight and then it will bring out different things for you. Can you see? And then you can just pick one. Although most times it's a little bit slow, but once you pick one, can you see that? Instantly the color will change. I'll try as much as possible not to talk too much because I won't lie, I'm a little bit exhausted, but you guys will just have to like look at it very well and see what I'm trying to do. Like you'd have to like fish out the idea. So let's say I'm trying to change the color right here. Let's say I don't like this color and I want it to be blue. Or, I can change the color right here. Click on this. Can you see the way the color is changing? Okay, just like reduce the radius a little bit. Most of these things, I found them out by myself. No one taught me. So it's something that I feel like if you play around with it, you can even learn something I didn't know. So let's say I'm trying to click on green. I want the color to be green, the lighting to be green at this side. Just click on green and increase the intensity. As you can see, the lighting is changing. So this is a very awesome effect. If you watch most of my videos, I made a video for glue, and I didn't use any green lighting, and everything that was done there was done with this Relight. So yes, this is a very cool effect, and it's something you can just try out on your own. So the next thing I want to talk about is replace. Let's say I don't like that video. I don't like this video and I want to replace it with another video. I can just click replace right here. I can just click replace, and then let's say I don't like that video. But because that video is 4 seconds, the video I'll be replacing it with can't be longer than 4 seconds. So let's say this is what I want. Let's say I want to use this. Can you see it has replaced the last video? You understand? So instead of going to the stress of choosing another video, maybe you made a mistake or something like that, okay, you just click on redo, and then we can just go back, as I've said before, right here. Okay, so the next thing I would like to show you is going to be extract audio. So let's say I'm trying to extract an audio from a particular video. I can just click on extract audio, and then it will extract the audio for me, as you can see right here. All right, so the next thing after this, I would like to show you guys the motion blur effect. So this is a way of adding a little bit of blur to fast videos. Note, this is only used for fast videos. If you're using this for slow videos, it won't really show. It won't really have an effect. So let's say you're making a fast video and you don't want people to notice like things in the surrounding, and you want it to be like fast. This kind of, I don't really know how to explain that, but I'm going to like just show you guys right here. Can you see the difference? Okay. Okay, so can you see the difference between when I used motion blur and when I didn't use motion blur? I hope you guys can see the difference. Please, guys, I don't know how this class will be for you guys, but I hope you guys, I'm sorry I wasn't able to do a facial video, but I hope you guys can see everything I'm doing, so please just try and follow along. And the next one is that one I just showed you guys was opacity, and this one is reversing. Let's say you want to reverse a particular video, you can just click on reverse, and then to reverse it for you, just like this. That much simple. So I can just go back, click undo, go back right here. Alright, so I think that's that about this aspect of editing. This aspect of when you click a particular clip, it will bring out this or this you can see. So I think that's that aspect of it. So right now, what I'll do is I'll try to edit a clip for you guys and also show you guys the other aspect of the other tools that are right down here below. As you can see, these tools right here. So I'll try and explain it for you guys right now, so you guys should just stick with me a little bit. Hold on. Right, so guys, the next thing I want to show you guys is how to edit product videos. I already picked some product videos down already with some sound, but I'm going to show you guys how to do yours. Now, if you look at this down part, you can see different type of tools to use. I just want to explain them one by one. So the very first tool is edit, which is coming right here. Okay, once you click on it, it will take you back to the last session I just explained before this one, which is you can see the different tools I explained right before. So we're not trying to do that right now because, you know, I already explained that. So we're just going to go back. Okay. So we're just going to go back, and the next one is audio. So audio is your music. Once you click on audio, you will see all this. You will see sound, copyright, sound effects, and extract. Do you understand? And also text to audio. So let's pick sound. Let's say we're trying to I'm just trying to explain these things for you guys so you can understand the main thing. Let's click on sound right here. So once you click on sound right here, you can see different sounds already made in CapCut. I would not advise them though, because some of them has copyrights. You understand? Some of them has copyrights to them, so I will not advise them. I've never used one of them in my entire life. You understand? Most of the time I use extract audio. I use audio from my device. So you can see right here, once you click right here, you see extract audio. you can extract any sound from any video you want. Do you understand? So let's say that is the video I want, then okay. As you can see, I just extracted that audio from that video. So let's say I want a song from my device. I can just click on device. Then I can just click on, let's say I want to search for, okay, let me search for this. Okay. And then it will extract it for me. And then I have it here, I can play it right now. Okay. All right. Okay, so I've extracted that audio also from my straight up from my device. Do you understand? So this one is just, you can connect it to your iTunes, then you have TikTok sound, you can connect it to your TikTok, then you have favorites. Maybe let's say you like a particular audio, you can add it to your favorites, and then that's that about that. The next one is branded music. I don't really know much about that. The next one is copyrights. You can check for copyrights. Let's say you have an audio and you want to check for copywriting. You can just click on copyrights. Click on recheck and to check it right for you. The next one is extract audio. You understand? Let's say you want to extract an audio. I think I've showed you that before, but this one is just like a shortcut. You understand? This one is more or less of a shortcut to what I showed you guys before. And this one is text to audio. I think this is pro featured. I think it should be pro featured. So if you're not using pro, I don't think you'll be able to use this. Then you can just click. Okay, for example, let me just click this and pick British Mill, because I think it's one of the ones I like the most.
Hello, I'm Klein said it.
Okay,
Hello, I'm Klein said it.
Hello, I'm Klein said it.
And then you can just click on generate. As you can see,
Hello,
it's going to give you a
Klein
caption
said it.
right on there. It's going to give you a caption right on there with the voiceover on that also. So the next one, let's go back. Click on audio again. The next one is going to be record, as I've shown you guys in the last one. This is what I'm doing right now. This is the I'm using this effect right now. I think I've explained this before. And the one more thing, the last one is going to be sound effects. Now CapCut has thousands of sound effects right here. You can click on sound effects and then you can just choose different sound effects. Pick the one that matches the vibe. I'm going to be using this to be editing this particular video so you guys can see the way I edit videos. This is not like, obviously this is not like me editing professionally, but it's something that I'll just like so you guys can see how I make videos. Okay, so let me try and look for you can pick different type of sound effects. Let's say whooshes for transition. Let's say ambience. Let's say you want an ambience of, let's say, birds, maybe an ambience of, okay, I can just pick this. I will click on it, and then let's say I want the beginning to be like this. I just want you guys to watch carefully what I'm doing. Okay, so I'll put a little bit of fading on the audio. So just watch carefully. You guys should just watch carefully. Try and watch carefully and spot whatever I'm doing right here. So you see that ambience gives a little bit of, let's say, vibe, you know. Obviously, the ambience doesn't suit. This is not what I'm supposed to be using the ambience for. Most of the time, the ambience audios are used for, let's say, movies. Or do you understand? Yeah, that's what it's used for. So let's say I'm trying to look for a particular audio. Like you can just click on sound effects, click on search, then search a particular audio. Most of the time, I use finger snaps. Now I want this audio to be exactly where this, okay, right here. Just watch carefully. Okay, because it's right here. Okay, if you don't know what I did here, I tell most people, try to match your sound, your cuts, like the cuts of your transition with the sound of the audio. The audio should depend your transition. I really don't know how to explain this properly, but like if you notice, I'm trying to like make it match with my transition. I don't know if you noticed what I did there, but I tried to make that finger snap match with the transition, and also the next clip was matching with the sound. Like there's this I sound, like I don't know if you guys notice what I'm trying to do. So in your videos, try and make the sound match. Try as much as possible to make the sound match. Like work with precision. Do you understand? Okay, so let's try and look for something else. So the next thing is text. Text, you can click on text. Let's say I'm trying to right here you have templates. You can have different type of templates to choose from, although most of them also aren't free, which is something that CapCut is doing to make our life difficult. But you can just use your normal text if you're just starting, and you can I like to use, most of the time I like to use this one. I like to use this one at the top right here. Okay, I can just click on CM steps right here, and then I can just write CM steps because that's the name of the brand. I can just write CM step and just shift it up right here. If you can't use that, you can just customize your fonts by yourself, which is, if that one is free, so it's something you can do by yourself. All right, so what I'm trying to do right here is I'm trying to make the text match with the sound. Anything you're doing, please make it match with the sound. That's what I'm trying to do right now. So you guys should just kind of watch carefully what I'm trying to do right here. All right, so let's say I don't want to use this particular template and I want to use my own normal font. Although most of the fonts in CapCut are pro. So I have a solution for that. Don't worry. If you're using all you need to do is to go to my brand, my own font right here, go to my font, click on add. But you'd have to download a particular font first. So go online, go to Google, search for Google Fonts. As you can see, search for Google Fonts right here. So you click on Google Fonts, and this is where you can. This is a site where you can be able to download free fonts. So you can just look at any fonts you want, and then click on it, and then download it. Automatically, it will save on your files. So once it saves on your files, you go back to CapCut, click on Add, click on My Fonts, then search the name of the font. Let's say this is it, Dancing Script. Click on it, and it will automatically show right here in your font space, and then you can use it. It's a way of bypassing all those pro font features. In fact, I prefer my own personal customized fonts than the fonts on CapCut. Most of the fonts on CapCut aren't really good. They are not really professional. If you want to use the best fonts, you'd have to download them by yourself, and it is absolutely free. So this is something a lot of people don't know. I just taught you guys right now. You can go and try it out by yourself. So after fonts, all right, so after fonts, you have styles. But first, let's write something right here. Let's say affordable shoes. Shoes. Nah, okay. Okay, right here. And let's say we want to customize it, we can just click on styles. This is where we can customize, we can change different things. You have some ones that are already customized, so you can use it. But let's say you don't want to use the ones that are already customized, you can just customize them by yourself, from the stroke to the glow to the background. Like, you just have those things, you just have to figure it out on your own, to be honest. Except I'm teaching you guys the pro editing, then I'll also be going into all those things specially. So this glow is just going to give you a glow around your text. That is what this glow is all about. Shadow is more or less putting shadows around your text. You can reduce the opacity, you can change the angle, you can make it blur. Let's say you want to make it blur, you guys should just what I'm trying to do. Let's say you want to increase the shadow. As you can see, there's a shadow behind it. Can you see? And I'm changing the distance. Can you see? So these are the kind of things I use sometimes. Let's say I'm using a big font. I want to put a shadow behind. These are the things that will make your editing look just stand out and look special. But you have to know how to use it. Do you understand? For instance, I cannot be adding shadow to this kind of text. It doesn't make sense. I don't need to. So the next one is effects. They're like cinematic text, already made text that you can choose from. Do you understand? Sometimes they also come in handy. And the next one is animation. Let's say you want your text to come in a particular way. You can pick any animation you want right here. All right, so you can just pick any animation you want. Okay, so let's say I want this glow. Can you see that? Okay. Okay, I think this is nice. Okay, so let me see. I'm using that one. I think I prefer that one the best. Okay, so let's use this one. Then loop is something I'll just help you with. Can you see? If you notice in the middle, my text was going up and down, up and down. So that is what loop is all about. It's to give you this kind of continuous movement in your video. So you can just, let's say I don't want it because I don't really like it. I can just remove it. Okay. All right, so I'll try and use most of the effects I told you guys in the last video, so you guys have to like just pay attention, because most of it you won't be able to like hear my voice clearly, but I'll try and just please pay attention to everything I'm trying to do. All right, so the next thing I want to teach you guys is overlay. Overlay is a way of putting one clip on top of a clip. So it is right down here. So I'll just like try and show you guys very swiftly. Click on overlay right here, and you can just add overlay. And then you can clip, you can pick any clip you want. Okay, let's say I want this. All right, guys, can you see the way this clip is on top of this clip? So that is what overlay is all about. I don't like the way this text is on top of this overlay. I would have to change that. Okay. Okay, so what I'm trying to do now, I don't like the way this text is on top of this text. So I would click on this text. I'll click on this overlay, and I'll click on layer right here, and I'll take this one. I'll click on it, press down, and shift it backwards. If you notice, the text is not on top of this overlay again. So that is what layers is all about. Layers is sometimes it helps to like put the text behind your overlay. Do you understand? So this will come in handy when you're trying to do remove background. So please keep it in mind. All right, so let's say I'm trying to like make an animation on the overlay clip. So I'll click on animation, and then I can just click on one of this. Look from the one which suits me best. Okay. Can you see that? All right, so let's try and add some video effects just to make it a little bit interesting. Although most of the effects on video effects are pro, so I will just advise you to use the basic effects. So, but let me try and do something interesting for you guys so you can see. As you can see, this effect I just added is not showing on top of the overlay. So what do I do? As always, I click on the effects, I click on layer, and I apply it to this exact one. So watch carefully. I just want you guys to like just watch carefully, please. So I'll click on the effects, I click on layer, and I click on this one. Can you see now the effect is added on this one? Now watch. Can you see that? But I don't like it, it's too fast, so I'll just increase this a little bit. Now perfect. Now this is what I want now. So I won't be able to talk much, but I just want you guys to like just watch what I'm doing. I feel like this is giving you guys a first hand of how I did. So I think you should be able to like just find your way right here. So let's say I want a continuous movement. I can just click this effect right here. This ripple effect right here. You can play with different type of effects, but please don't use too much effects, because sometimes it makes your work look less unprofessional. Normally I wouldn't use this kind of effect if I'm not doing something maybe extra or something So I can just remove this because I want it to match with the sound. Remember, it has to match with the sound. So let me put a little bit of transition right here. So this is transition. It's different from animation, as you can remember. I can increase it. Just use the normal black fade. Please, if you're using a slow song, use the normal black fade. Do you understand? If you're using a fast song, you can use another type of transition. The transition depends the mood, of your video. Do you understand? It has to match the mood of your video. You grab. So let's say this. This is AutoCut, literally. It's also pro. It's also pro on most CapCuts. Do you understand? It's also pro on most CapCuts. And this is, as you know, aspect ratio, as I've told you guys before. This aspect ratio. And the next one is filter. You can just add some filters to it if you want to, but I wouldn't advise it to make the work look unprofessional, because this is a brand video. And if you're using a brand video, it is better to use adjust the color grading of your video rather than using filters, because you don't want your customers to meet something they did not order. Do you understand? So if you're an editor you are editing for a brand, make sure you're not changing, most of the time, you're not changing the color of what you are selling. Do you understand? So let's say, okay, I'm trying to use HSL and I'm trying to adjust, just maintain this blue color right here. I want to focus only on these sandals. So I'll just remove the color of every other thing in the shop except from this sandals right here. Can you see that? Okay. And what do we do here when it is applying to this? We'll click on layer and then we'll switch it up. It's that much simple. Again, click on layer and then switch it up. So let's check it out again. Okay, so the next thing after adjust is music AI. So this is mostly a way of AI. Sorry, I said music, image AI. It's just a way of AI helping you to generate a particular image. I think we did that in the home page video, right? Yes, I think we did that. So this one is also image to video, but most of these things are pro featured. It's even also pro on my own phone, funny enough. So you'd have to buy all these things out. So this is stickers. You can pick any stickers you want. The animation stickers, they're beautiful to use. And the next one after that one is background. Once you click on background, it will change the background of the video. So the background of this video is black. I can just change it to white right here, as you can see. Let's say I want the video to have a background feel. I can just change it to white. Or I can just, put this one up. I don't like the way the filter is affecting this particular text. So what do we do? Again, we switch it up, click on layer, switch it up, and then we have it on top, as you can see. Can you see that? Okay. So I can just put this one right on top. Let's say I want it to be blue. I can just click here. So these things are things you can just play with and try out, because I also found them out by myself. Let's say I want to add a particular image to the background. I want an image to be the background. I can just add this, although it doesn't make sense to me. So I'm just going to go back and leave it onto the white one, which makes sense to me. Alright, I'll just remove the speed right here because I want it to be slower, and I want to remove this part of the ending that I don't like. And what next thing I want to show you guys how to use the curve right here with this clip, so you guys can see what I'm trying to talk about. Okay, I'll just click on curve. I want the beginning to be fast, and I want this fast opening and slow middle parts, or slow ending, so you guys will see what I'm trying to talk about. This is how to use the curve, so watch carefully. All right, so let's watch it again. We can just mute all the sound right here. Add a little bit of transition right here. Just a normal black fade. Remember, normal black fade. And then we can add our watermark at the end, or the watermark of the brand. You can just add it to the ending. I have this already made, so you might have to add it from the pictures of, in the project. Just click on this plus right here, and to take you to pictures or videos, then you can add a picture, then just add your watermark at the end. Although I did that with keyframes, which is something I'll have to make an external video about. It is something I'll make an external video about, so let's just watch what we just did. So yeah, literally that's that about that. I don't really have time. I'm supposed to add some extra things, maybe some more audio, some more sound effects, but this is one thing. This is just literally how to make a products video, and I would just like you guys to try your own out. So yeah, it's going to be your assignment. I want you guys to do something similar like this. If you have a product, use your products, do something like this, and this is the time that we would have to start posting and have to start sharing our social media links, and you guys have to submit by Friday. But if you don't have a product, you can use any product or anyone else's product. So this is something like you guys should just be playful with it, try it out, and yes, I'll see you guys on the next class. Thank you very much. And one more thing, if you have any question you want to ask, you can bring it to the live session on TikTok by 9. If you have any question, then you should not be missing the live session, because we're going to be talking about a lot. See you guys here.